Hi, I'm Ariel Burrington. I'm in the class of 2010, and next year I will be attending Ferris State University.
I'm Celeste, and this fall I'm going to be attending MCC.
And I'm Autumn Woods, and I will also be attending MCC in the fall. This is a video that the class of 2010 is putting together for you all to try to help you transition into your college careers.
There are a lot of struggles preparing for college, and I think that sometimes it can seem a little daunting, but hopefully after watching this video you'll learn a few things about preparing for college and you'll feel more motivated to do something about it.
Yeah, in this video we're going to tell you about how we got scholarships together and how we visited college campuses and things like that.
Okay. Hi, like I said before, I'm going to be going to MCC in the fall, and I've already dual enrolled there, and it's close to my home, so it's not going to be that big of a transition for me to go there. But at the same time, there's still a lot that I need to do to prepare. There's a lot of scholarships out there that you can find that are really specific to your needs. So once you just push through a couple of them, then it'll become easier and you can start plugging the stuff that you wrote into other scholarships, so it'll help you do more. And it's really in the beginning is the most crucial part, that you just have to get those few, just pound through those few essays, and then it'll make everything else just so much easier. And the scholarships in the future were so similar to the ones I already wrote, and I could just kind of copy and paste and just make a few little changes. And it helps a lot to just, it makes you feel good about yourself. Even if you don't win a lot, it just helps to know that you did it and that you pushed through. Another one of the struggles that I had was with the FAFSA, because you definitely need to get the FAFSA in so that you can get money for college, and then it will help you. You also need FAFSA so that you can do other scholarships. It opens up opportunities to get other scholarships, because a lot of times you have to send in your FAFSA application. Well, I had to struggle with that because my parents didn't want to go down there and do it, and I'm still at that point in the financial aid office. And I think that whatever college you're going to, you need to have a big connection with the financial aid office and the people there, because they'll really help you. And I was scared that they were going to be kind of mean to me and think, oh, you know, you were stupid about it. But no, they're really nice, and they really do want to help you with your college. I think one of the biggest things just to keep in mind is that a lot of people can relate to you, and a lot of people are in your same position, or the people that you talk to, like at the financial aid office, were in your same position, and you're not alone when you have struggles and you feel discouraged. And everybody feels like that, but you just have to rise above it and just push through, and you'll feel so much better once you do. And even though it may be really hard, in the end it'll be worth it.
I will be going to Ferris State University. I visited their campus this year, and I really liked it there. They had really nice food, and everybody was nice to me, and they answered all my questions and stuff that I had about like financial aid and classes that I need to take, because I'll be going into forensics biology, so I needed to know like what kind of courses I needed and my general eds and stuff like that. I think it's really important because I took a tour through the dorms, and it's where you're going to be for the next 4 to 5 years of your life, so of course it's going to be very crucial, because you need to know if you're going to actually like it or not. If you don't go and then you plan on going to this school and then you show up there and it's not anything like you expected, then you're kind of in this weird position where you might need to find another school to go to help me prepare for college. I've done a lot of scholarships because I'm not getting any financial help from the government or from my parents. So I put together this folder. In the beginning, it starts with my scholarships and the essays. Every time I found a new scholarship, I would just print it out and stick it in here so that I didn't have to try to go back and find it again. And I put them in orders from their dates, so that when I had a certain scholarship on the top, then I would finish that scholarship, and then I would move on to the next one and find the next deadline that was for that one too. The next section in the folder is all my letters of recommendation and like my activity sheet that helps me write some of my essays and my resume and my ACT scores and stuff like that. Just some stuff that sometimes you have to send in with your scholarships depending on what it is. And then my next section is on Ferris. This is my financial aid statement that I'm getting back. And then some just general stuff like when I go to orientation and my times and like the schedule of orientation and just little stuff like that. So I know that everything is right in here. When I need to find something, I don't need to look in other folders. Everything is just right here. All my scholarships, all my college information, everything. I think that the biggest suggestion I can give them is to just push through all these scholarships, and work hard and have an optimistic mind about everything. You know, you can't just look at an essay and say, oh, I don't really want to write this essay. You know, you should just do it just because you know that you need the money. And then once you start to push through, you'll find out that writing the essays comes a lot easier. And like Celeste said, you can kind of just pull like certain things from other essays and write up a whole new essay because you'll find that they're a lot similar. So.
Cool.
Okay, I am Autumn Woods. I'm a senior right now, class of 2010. I plan on going to MCC in the fall to major in nursing, minor in Spanish, and then I'm going to transfer to Grand Valley to get my bachelor's. Going to MCC has been good because I was able, like, I dual enrolled there, and then, you know, that kind of helped me know my way around things. Well, I did start out pretty early in the year, and I went to like the counseling website, and I went to MCC's website, and I printed off the scholarship pages, and then I went through and highlighted every scholarship that I thought applied to me. And then I would go to the websites that it said on that, you know, paper, and I would get the applications, and then I would just put them in file folders in order of their due dates. And so whatever due date was up first, I would just pluck out that folder and then work at getting that scholarship done and sending it off, and then I'd pluck out the next folder and work on getting that scholarship. I think filling out scholarships does so many things for you. First of all, like it really makes you stay focused throughout your senior year because you have things that like you know that you need to work on. So I think it almost helps you throughout school. You know, you might get like the senioritis, but like if you have those scholarships that you know you need to work on, you can just go back to them, and you know that gives you something like you know you need to stay focused. I know it helped me anyways. It helped me stay organized even like with my schoolwork. And so it kind of helped me with that. And then, you know, like I was saying, when you say what you're doing over and over again, you know, throughout your essays or your applications, when you're saying, oh, I'm going to MCC and I'm going to, you know, do the nursing program and then I'm transferring to Grand Valley, like the more and more you say it, the more real it becomes, and, you know, the more confident you become in what you're doing. So probably like getting ready sooner and looking at more places than just MCC. Because I had it in my mind from the beginning that, like, the only place I could afford and, like, my only option was MCC. And so I didn't really go and visit, like, four-year universities. And I wish I would have done that just to, like, open up my views a little bit in the year. And, like, even though it's never too late to start, it's better the sooner you do start because then you just get yourself in the groove, like, getting ready with scholarships and visiting different colleges because that's something that I didn't do. So, like, visiting different colleges, seeing what each one has to offer and where you think you'd fit in best as far as, like, the place and, like, the financial situation. So then it'll be less stressful when it comes to because then you can go and, you know, once you have your letters of recommendation, you can go and you can make copies of them. And then you have, like, good solid letters. And when you need 3 letters for this scholarship, just pluck them out, you know? Make sure they go with what
I think that was the worst thing for people is like they have their essay and they need 2 letters of rec and only have 1, and then how it really does not look professional when you're running up to someone. I need a letter of rec right now, you know.
Especially when that teacher has like probably 5 other people that they're writing for, and then you don't know if it's going to be as good because they have to hurry up and do all these other ones. So it's really important to get it done early.
Any other?